So, good morning, you into Utes. So, there once was a great scholar who gave some really wise advice. He said, failing to plan is planning to fail. I actually think it may not have been SpongeBob who said this. I think he might have heard it from the original Benjamin Franklin. Anyway, we have all seen the videos of those who fail to plan ahead. So, what does poor planning in education look like? It looks like lost time and lost money. Wasted time when you could have been preparing for success, and wasted money in income or in paying for an education that maybe isn't exactly what you need or exactly what you want. So, what do you need to plan? If you don't want to waste your time and your money, what should you be planning? Well, you should plan to be college and career ready. And we hear that all the time. Great saying. What does it really mean? We could do a whole lesson on what it means to be college ready and a whole lesson on what it means to be career ready. But the short definition is to be college ready, you have to have the knowledge that you need to qualify for and be successful in whatever kind of post-secondary training you need for your chosen career. So that's getting ready academically for what's after high school. That involves four-year planning, four-year high school planning, choosing your classes based on a goal. Some great advice here.
So choosing classes for high school, it's a daunting task. I think you should consider it on a 4-year plan. And in general, it's a good idea for you to challenge yourself on an increasing level. You want to start sort of low, like with 0 advanced classes or 1, possibly 2. Don't set it high freshman year and then go down. You want to take fewer advanced classes early on and then take a little bit more each year. That would look way better. Choosing classes, I think it's really important. You have 4 years of English, 4 years of math, 4 years of history, 4 years of science. Your state might only require you to have 2 years of a foreign language, but colleges like you to have 3. I recommend that you take 4. I think it is a good idea for you to take a senior year foreign language, and if you have a particular interest in a subject like science or math or English, you can also take your electives in that area, so you can double up on something that you really, really love. I wouldn't double up on things that you don't love because that's a recipe for disaster. Make sure that you've met all your state requirements for technical education, career education, or occupational education, whatever your school calls it. You also need your PE and your health, don't forget, and your art. And heads up, if you want to apply to the University of California, Berkeley, UCLA, UCSD, Irvine, etc., Santa Barbara, you will need a year of art in the same art. So that means you could take a year of choir, a year of band, those things work. You could take beginning photo and advanced photo, beginning ceramics and advanced ceramics, but you can't take beginning ceramics and beginning photo. has to be in the same art. And I think that's all the wonderful advice I can think to give you about how to choose your classes for 4 years. Bye.
So great advice in general. How many of you know what she said that is different for Utah and for you in a school district? If you don't know, you need to figure it out. I know very few of you are planning on going to college at Berkeley or USD San Diego, but how many of you know what your chosen college requires you to be accepted? If you don't know, you need to figure it out. If you don't know what college you're going to, you have a little bit if you're in 9th or 10th grade, but by the time you're in 11th grade, you need to have a general idea. But check in with your counselor if you need help answering any of these questions. And as for your 4-year plan, where can you check on your 4-year plan? Do you have a 4-year plan? Well, yes, you do. Everybody has a 4-year plan on your Aspire page. How many of you have seen this button, College and Career Plan? Ta-da! 4-year plan. So if you click on that button, it will show you what classes you have taken, what classes you are registered for next year, along with an overall credit evaluation. Green means you've taken care of that. Red means you still need it. Along with that, there's some other cool things up here in activities. You can click on this tab. It's a great way to start putting in awards or service projects or clubs or activities, anything that you have done during school, even in the community, but especially at school. Then when you're a senior and you need all that stuff, all service stuff and awards to put into your scholarships or your college application, it's all right there in one spot. Also, if you haven't already gone in and set an education goal or in a career goal, please go in as soon as possible and do that. But I bet you didn't know you already had a 4-year plan. We also have paper 4-year plans, and we will have those in the counseling office. If you want to come in and meet with your counselor, we can go through a 4-year plan that way, if that's better. So we've talked about being college ready. Now let's talk about being career ready. Being career ready is having the skills that you need to qualify for and be successful in whatever post-secondary training or education you have. It's also learning about yourself and what you like and what you don't like. So where can you learn all these skills and gain this knowledge to be career ready? How about the CTE pathways and internships? We have some amazing opportunities here in our school. Choose an area of study that you're interested in, like business and marketing or graphic arts or health sciences, and then use the pathways to gain skills that will help you get there. It also looks great on scholarship applications to be pathway completers, job applications too. If we don't have a pathway that you're just really, really interested in, come in, or even as part of your pathway, come in and talk to Mr. Aycock and set up an internship to try out the career before you begin whatever education you're doing. And also gaining skills and experience, don't forget our UB Tech programs, USU concurrent enrollment classes, community or school clubs, or service organizations. Any of those are great ways to learn career-ready skills. So, does all of this planning really help? Well, let's ask the experts. Okay, so what's your name?
My name is Bray White.
And you're not a senior this year, but when did you graduate?
I graduated 2 years ago,
2 years
in 2016.
2016. So tell me what you're doing now.
So I'm in the LPN program right now, so licensed practical nursing. And I go to Roosevelt, it's through UB Tech, and then I'm going to be finishing my RN next year.
Cool.
So Utah State.
So how did you prepare for that when you were here? What pathways did you do, or internships or things?
I did 3 internships through the hospital. I did one in OB, and then urgent care and the phlebotomy lab. And then I also did my prereqs through Utah State for my LPN. And then I also did the UB Tech CNA course and nursing pathway there.
So did you always know you wanted to do something in the medical field, or?
Yeah, since I can remember when I was little, I've always wanted to be a nurse. So.
So did you have any kind of neat experiences when you were doing your internships or anything like that that you could share?
Yeah, I learned real quick that some of those I did not want to do. And OB was a really cool experience, and I've had to work there during my clinicals while in nursing school, and still don't want to do it, so that's
funny,
cool.
I hear a lot of people say they want to do OB.
Yeah, no, not me. Nope. I like more of I loved urgent care because it was more like intense and just a lot of variety. And so that's kind of the pathway I wanted to go down. But now I want to go into cancer patients. So
cool. That's awesome. So do you think that the pathways you did helped you, and the internships that you did helped you?
A lot. I got to meet a lot of people and get my foot in the door, and that was really helpful, and get to know people.
Cool. All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
My name is Jacob Evans. I am a software developer for an IoT company in Hamburg, Germany, although I'm originally from Vernal, Utah, and graduated from Uinta High. I was asked to talk about how taking computer classes at high school and earning a pathway helped me in my career choice. Well, while I was attending Uinta High, I took the Intro into Programming class. It was kind of my first real exposure to programming. I had done a little bit of play stuff at home before, but it was kind of my first nitty-gritty actually getting down and getting to try something. And I just absolutely loved it. It was creative and fun, and I got to build some cool things and get to learn more about how computers worked underneath the hood. And that was kind of my first kind of real taste of what computer science and programming was all about, and I really, really enjoyed it. And so I kind of just took the next class, and I was just continuing to go with it and continuing to program and continuing to learn a whole bunch, and I really enjoyed it. And while I was going through this, I was kind of also in the stage of my life where I was deciding, what did I want to do for a career? Where did I want to go? What did I want to study at university? What did I want to study at university? Did I want a job? What kind of job did I want? And I remember thinking at the time, just like, well, there's lots of different choices. I could do lots of different things, but I don't really know what I want to do. I don't know what I'm really passionate about. And I was listening to all these inspirational speeches, listening to all these books, getting career advice from the counselors. And I just remember that the one thing that was there is you got to find a passion. You got to find a passion, find something you enjoy. And at this point, I was still continuing to do the next, I think it was Programming 2 class. And I was just continuing to mess around, getting a little bit more creative, getting to do my own projects and really kind of get more nitty-gritty into the details and building my first real programs. And I thought, the only thing I really care about and the only thing I'm really super passionate about is computer programming. I really enjoy it. So I think I'm just going to continue on with this. I think I'm going to continue this and just go full into this. And so while I was doing this, I kind of just, I took a few additional classes, but I remember looking around and thinking like, okay, so what pathways do I have? What kind of path, if I want to continue on doing on this, how can I make sure I'm optimizing my time? How can I make sure that I'm going on the right pathways? Because after that, after high school, I went to a programming boot camp where I got to continue my education and continue programming websites and get a lot more exposure to programming. And I was really grateful for the fact that we had the computer science classes in the career pathway, because it gave me a good jumping off point to find my passion in my life and continue with something that I enjoyed, and then find out where it could take me. Now, after graduating from Uinta High School and graduating from the coding boot camp, I got the opportunity to do some really cool things because of computer science. I got to live in Lebanon, or Beirut, Lebanon in the Middle East, and teach computer science to Syrian refugees and Lebanese natives for 7 months, and I really, really enjoyed that, and I got to meet some really awesome people there. I also got the opportunity to go to Ghana, West Africa, and Cape Coast, and teach computer science to Ghanaian natives there, which I did for about 3 months, and I also really, really enjoyed. And now I'm a software developer in Hamburg, Germany, and I absolutely love the city. It's wonderful. It's in northern Germany, and I get to go to work and work on really cool software with really smart people that I really enjoy. And so I really enjoy the opportunity to do really cool things and get to meet really cool people, and I really enjoy that. And I was incredibly thankful that there was Mark Grammer and John Ibsen, the career pathway and the computer science classes that we had at Uinta High School, because that was the point where I really got to dig in, get my, dip my toes in the water and find out what I was passionate about, and find a way to continue doing what I wanted to do with my life.
So tell me what your names are.
I'm Chance Tribe.
I'm Quaden Birchall.
Good. And what pathway or certificate will you have when you graduate?
I will have the drafting certification.
Mm-hmm.
I will have both the animal science and diesel mechanics.
And then Chance, you will have your cabinet making
Yes.
certificate, right?
Along with
To
that, yes.
go. So tell me, why did you decide to do those pathways?
I just found interest in it, and I knew that I could get a job in that field, and I actually got a job thanks to Mr. Baker.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that.
I'm a drafter at Utes Engineering Land Surveying.
Oh, cool.
I started in February.
And what, do you like that?
Yes, I do.
You love it? Oh. And Quaden, why did you decide to do those pathways?
I decided to do the animal science one because it will help me and my grandparents equally on the farm, and the diesel one in the same way.
Cool. So tell me, what are you thinking about after high school? What are you planning after high school?
I'm planning on continuing on those courses to move up in my job.
Great. So what are you planning?
I'm planning on going on up to Snow College and complete an associate of applied science degree in diesel mechanics.
And then after you finish that, are you
And
planning on coming back here to...
Well,
or-
I don't really know what I'll do, but I'll see if I can get a job up at Wheeler.
Oh, cool. Awesome. All right. Both of you, thank you very much.
No problem.
All right. So what is your name?
My name's Danielle Allred.
And you are a senior,
Mm-hmm.
graduating this year. So I know that you have an internship this trimester. Can you tell us about it?
I'm interning at the Uinta Middle School as almost like a teacher's aide for the choir there, and I work with Mr. Carbine and his middle school kids, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders.
You know that you really wanted to be a teacher before
Yes,
you...
I did know that I wanted to be teaching music
Mhm.
because I'm musically inclined and I have a passion for music. And I love working with the kids or almost anyone. Like, I love sharing the knowledge that I have with other people, and makes me feel good.
Yeah. So have you had any kind of neat experiences since you've been there?
I've had a few. A couple weeks ago, Mr. Carbine left for spring break a little bit early and stayed a little bit longer than spring break. And so I was able to teach the class by myself alongside a sub. And I was the one who got to direct the class and help them learn their music and become closer with the kids there, while the sub kind of just made sure nobody died. So I was almost like the teacher there for a few days.
That's cool.
And it was a
Awesome.
cool learning experience.
All right. Would you recommend internships?
I recommend internships like so much because they give you an insight of what you could be doing if you really want to do it. And for me, since that's something I really want to do, I got to have the chance to actually do that, but just not get paid for it, which I'm still okay with. So it's a great learning experience, and it gives you more opportunities and gives you just insight on what it would be like.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. So tell me what your names are.
Ricky Brayman.
Casey Colmore.
Okay. And what pathways will you have when you graduate? Or
I'll have 4 out of the 4 of the engineering pathways.
I'll have 3 out of the 4.
good. And why did you decide to do the engineering pathways?
That's what I want to do with my...
And like that kind of stuff. And it pays pretty good too.
Yeah, it does pay pretty well. Yeah. And so both have the mechanical engineering, the electronics engineering, and then
I have the
you have
architecture.
architecture. Cool. Are either one of you planning on going into architecture, or are you planning on doing more mechanical design?
Mechanical.
Mechanical?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you think this has helped you maybe decide what college you want to go to, or things like that, or?
I don't know about helping it decide which college to go to, but deciding which major to be in, I think that helped a lot because I found out that I actually do like it and enjoy engineering stuff.
Cool. And so, what are you planning on doing after high school?
Attending Dixie State University and enrolling in their pre-engineering program.
Awesome.
I'm doing that too.
Cool. All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
So, all right. So, what is your name?
I'm Sydney Angus, and I'm a senior at UN High School.
And you're super sick right now, so thank you for doing this for me.
Yeah.
So tell me what career pathways or certifications you've done while you've been here.
So while I've been here, I've taken my nursing, I've done the nursing program, and I've done my culinary arts program. Both are really great. I love them both.
So have you had any experiences or, well, you've also done internships. Maybe let's talk about where have you done internships?
So I've done them all at the hospital. My big one that I've done was last year, and it was at the OB department. It was a lot of fun, but it's kind of just like opened up to where I needed to see what I wanted to do in my life, and because I thought that's what I wanted to do. And then everything changed, like when I went and saw what they did and watched all the hard work they put in, and I kind of changed what I wanted to do after that.
So now what have you decided to do?
So I'm still going to be in the medical field. I'm going to get my RN, which is a registered nurse. That takes 4 years to get. And then I'm going to get my traveling license so that I can travel and work as a registered nurse.
So traveling like around the world or in the U.S. or?
Wherever they need me the most is where I'm going to go. I'm just going to do it because that's what I love to do, and I love the energy that it gives me, and I like to look at new things and travel and just learn.
So that's like the best of both worlds, the medical and the travel together. Cool. Thank you very much.
Yes, you're welcome.
So tell me, what is your name?
My name is Ashlyn Burchell.
And what are you thinking about for a career?
I want to go into early childhood education, so kindergarten teaching.
So what classes have you taken here at this school that have kind of helped you towards that?
Let's see, I took early childhood education from Miss Manring, which helped a lot. We did things like make lesson plans and stuff like that, so that kind of helped like see like
what it was kind of like.
Yeah. And I've taken concurrent enrollment classes at the college, like psychology, and I'm taking human development right now, which is really interesting, and stuff like that have helped.
Internship.
Oh yeah, my internship. Right now I'm in a kindergarten classroom, and that has definitely helped me want to become a kindergarten teacher even more, like just seeing like what every day is like. And
so you're really thinking like the younger.
Yeah.
Did you kind of think you might want to do older, or have you always known?
No, I've always just wanted to do kindergarten, like almost when I was in kindergarten.
So tell me what your name is.
Hi, I'm Caden Carroll. I'm a senior at UNTA.
Good. And tell me about the pathways that you've done.
I've done 3 pathways, one in diesels, one in autos, and one in welding.
Good. And what are you planning on doing in the future?
I plan on going to UB Tech and doing their diesel program.
And your pathways helped you get a scholarship to do
Yes,
that.
it did. I got a CTE scholarship, and the pathways really helped me, kind of helped me fill out the essays for that scholarship. And
Good. Were there other things that you've done during school that you think kind of helped you with that scholarship too?
yeah, I did TSA. It's a Technology Students Association. And I've done Skills USA this year for diesels, and it really helped.
You were saying with Skills, you actually went and toured Wheelers? Is that
Yeah,
right?
I went and toured Wheeler Cat. They're a diesel shop out in Salt Lake, and it was very helpful to see what they do in the industry and how they do stuff.
So you think all those things really put together really helped you?
Yeah,
Is there anything that you think might have been more helpful that you could have done?
I think if I knew about the CTE pathways a little bit earlier, like my freshman, sophomore year, I would have took a little bit farther and done a little bit more classes.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you very much for this.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Okay. All right. So tell me what your name is.
So I'm Anya Gray.
Great. And so what pathways have you completed?
So I have completed all 5 of the business pathways. So that's marketing, accounting and financing, hospitality and tourism, entrepreneurship and management, and business administration and technical support. So yeah.
So did that take a lot of work to do all of the business?
It did. It took, since my sophomore year, I had to decide what I had to do, and I've had to schedule every try. I had to switch classes, and it was a lot of work, but it's really rewarding.
So tell me why you wanted to do that. What are you planning, or what are you thinking?
So ever since I was little, I knew I loved beauty. It was a no-brainer. So I knew I wanted to go into cosmetology, but I'm persistent enough. I want to own my own salon. I wanted to do that. So I'm well, I might as well take an entrepreneur class. I knew it was offered at the high school my sophomore year. So my mom and I were let's do that. So I signed up. I found out about CTE pathways, and I was this is perfect. It covers everything I need to know. So I've just been working to get them, and it's been really great for me, because my plan is once I graduate, I got accepted to Evans Hairstyling College. So I'm going to go there. Once I complete that, I'm going back to college to get a business degree. And those pathways will make a world of a difference in it, because I already have an understanding, and it's going to help me. And then I hope to open my own salon within the next 5 years after getting that. So, yeah.
So not only do you have a 4-year high school plan, you really have a 5-year plan after high school too. So your hope is that in 5 years after high school, you will have your own salon.
Yep.
That is so cool.
Yeah, and I know the pathways, if I didn't take those pathways, then I think it would have taken me longer, because I would have to learn everything. I mean, I've learned everything you can know from that, and it's just a good, it's a good ground to have, and it's a good goal to reach, because I feel so accomplished, and I know it's going to help me, so it's not I wasted those classes. And I took the best out of, because most senior year you have all these free classes. I took the best out of my free classes, so.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's a
So, good luck is the result of good planning. And who can help you do that good planning? The counselors in the counselor's office. That's what we're here for. If you need help planning a 4-year plan or career pathways or internships, any of that, just come in and check with us. Remember, we want all UNT Utes to have good luck, and that means we want you to do some good planning. So everyone have a great day.